What is up, Hardwood Nation? I'm your online host, Justin Holbrook, and joining me tonight on the desk is Vinton County reporter Abby Carnevale. Now, Abby, Vinton County lost to Athens 58-40 tonight, so the Bulldogs remain undefeated. But the biggest thing is that Vinton County was in second place, but with this loss, they're going to drop further down. And it was really a back-and-forth battle in the first half.
Exactly. Something that I specifically noticed was how physical it was. There were a ton of fouls in the first half, specifically on Vinton County's side. I noticed a lot of frustrations with coaches and the audience around. You could hear a lot of boos at the refs, and it was really frustrating. And later, there was a technical in the game, actually. This was in the second half, so it's kind of unrelated, but it allowed Ryan Luehrman to get 2 more points from the line, and it really sealed in their win. Another thing I noticed in the first half that was a little shocking to me is Athens' lack of use of their height. They have Joe Burrows, the Luehrman twins, and they're significantly taller than each of the Vikings players. They didn't really use it as much as I thought they would, but during the second half they started to.
I'm surprised they didn't use that height in the first half, but you said they used it in the second half. So how did that size help contribute to that momentum?
Well, there was a 20-point deficit in the game for a reason, and you could see it in the second half. The Vikings were making it to the net, but they couldn't make it into the net. And it almost looked like there was Inspector Gadget out there on the court. They were sticking their arms out there, getting the balls, and that wouldn't make it into the net. And they would be able to control the tempo of the game a little bit. During the matchup, they had 19 total defensive rebounds, and that really contributed to their win.
19 rebounds on defense, that's just huge. And the offense performed stellar too. I mean, they really controlled the tempo of the clock. And I mean, they spread the ball out to Ryan Luehrman, and he got a lot of opening looks.
Exactly. The biggest thing I noticed during the second half was the time of possession. They were able to pass Bulldogs were able to pass the ball around the arc, and it really showed their time of possession was carefully planned out. It allowed Ryan Luehrman to get 20 points during the matchup and come up with 11 rebounds. Now the Vikings lost by almost 20 points, 18 to be exact, and that's because their leading scorers only had 10 points each. Ward and Bartow only had 11 points with 1 rebound, and it was just not enough to keep up with the Bulldogs tonight.
Well, when Luehrman's scoring more than half of all the Vinton County team, I mean, that definitely helps Athens. So, still undefeated. Great work tonight, Abby. Now, in the meantime, before our next show on Sunday night at 11 p.m., make sure to go to woub.org/heroes for all of your TVC needs. And don't forget that we're on Snapchat at Hardwood Heroes. So, for Abby Carnevale, I'm Justin Holbrook, reminding you to be heroic.